Alright, camera's a little higher. I missed a few days. That's okay. Let's try again. So, in between this video and the last one, I had a prompt, or a series of prompts from my little bucket there that I couldn't figure out how to do. I really couldn't. It just was not working together. I had 4 different things to put together, and they were all nouns, and I just really struggled, and it really kind of put me in a not great place for this challenge. So I'm going to try again, and this time I'm going to use the same coin, but this side will mean 2 prompts from the jar, and this side will only mean 1. So let's give it a go. And it was heads, so 2 prompts. I'm going to make it a little easier on myself. Let's see here. First prompt is elder. Kind of reminds me of adult, but a different role, I guess. So we'll see. Wallpaper. Okay, like old wallpaper, like fancy swirly Victorian wallpaper? That's what I'm thinking. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and sketch some stuff out, I guess. So I had some ideas for the wallpaper. I copied off a couple different wallpaper, just quick things I found on Pinterest, different floral stuff. And then I decided that the elder part would be inside the wall, or part of the wall behind the wallpaper. I just wanted to get away from the elder/adult thing where it just felt too similar to the previous prompt that I had made a video about. So I wanted to talk about a few things this video. I guess to start off with, I work a restaurant job. I do a lot of kind of just customer service and prep. I hate my job. I get really angry every time that I have to go to work. I get even angrier when I'm there knowing that I'm about to clock in. The job itself is a step up from retail for me, both in terms of who I'm working with and then also the fact that my managers there are better than any managers that I've had before, and I've worked several jobs now. But it's too much. It's a very physical job. It's a very customer service job, and although I'm actually, ironically, quite good at customer service now, I'm really tired of giving people what they want just because they were angry enough about it. If they treat us badly, the worse they treat us, basically, the more stuff that we give them, and I can't stand it. It's really just kind of destroying my soul. And then doing the same thing day in and day out is that this job has actually given me tendinitis. I have 2 kinds of tendinitis in my right hand and arm. One of it is attached to the tendons that control my fingers, and one is attached to the tendon that controls my thumb. So I have been in a lot of pain, and I actually ended up having to leave work after only a couple hours recently because I was in such severe pain, but also because I was so angry. Usually I can kind of stuff it down, but I'm just so tired of it. Now, related to that, I wanted to talk about the fact that today is World Mental Health Day. I personally have anxiety really bad. I have insomnia, not just the kind where it's hard to sleep, but the kind where I actually cannot sleep without taking a tranquilizer. And I have depression. Now, I've had depression since childhood. I started noticing it as its own thing between ages of 9 and 10, but I'm quite sure that I had it before that. But it's kind of cyclical for me. It doesn't mean that I'm always down all the time. And I recently talked with my psychiatrist and kind of changed the diagnosis, where it recognizes that my particular kind of depression comes with really bad mood swings and spontaneity and anger, and it's a lot more of an active form of depression. And actually that depression is sort of on a spectrum. So on the one end there's what's called the true depressive, which doesn't mean it's more or less real, but just that it's you don't feel anything but down. And then on the other end of the spectrum is manic depression, which is bipolar disorder. Very misunderstood. You're not crazy when you have bipolar disorder, but you have manic episodes where you're very energetic. Oftentimes, this can come with feeling elated, but it also can just be that you have a whole lot of energy. And then you have depressive episodes, which is just the opposite. You might feel bad and you might not, but you have a lot less energy than you should. And I'm actually closer to the middle of the scale on that. I'm not just depressive, but I have some tendencies towards this other kind of depression where it's very active and the actual true depressive parts don't always come. I was given new medication and some alterations to how I'm taking the amount that I'm taking of my previous medications. And the new medication is a mood stabilizer, and it's just to help even me out so I don't get these complete freakouts where I'm so emotional that I actually cannot deal with it. So I've missed several days of Inktober. Some of them I've posted on Instagram, some of them weren't even worth posting. Some of them I just didn't do. And that's okay, because I've been through a lot physically with my arm. I actually had to stop using it for a full day. I've been through a lot mentally with all this new diagnosis and the new medication and being so scared to take it, even though I've been on my other meds for a couple of years now. And I've been through a lot life-wise. Both me and my partner have been going through things, and trying to be supportive but also needing to be supported is extremely difficult. That's why this piece is kind of very loose and sketchy. I didn't want to do anything that would upset my arm, so I just want you to know that it's okay if things get in the way of your projects. It's okay if what you want to be doing and what you are doing isn't the same. It's okay not to feel okay. And it's very important to be able to talk about that. It's important to be able to trust other people enough to let them in so that you can help yourself get better and take your time recovering. So here's my Inktober Day 10. I hope you like it if you watched it this far. Have a good day, and if you can't, then just please take care of yourself, whatever that means for you. See you next time.